This is a special one. I've been watching a series called The Hot Zone, and it's about an outbreak of Ebola. And it's deadly and all that sort of spreads, but this particular one is not normal Ebola. Normal Ebola is spread by fluids and that. This one is also airborne, which means it's extremely deadly. And the reason I'm telling you this is because what they do is they put out in films and series what they have planned. Of course, it's all fear porn, but in Fiji, World Health Organization and US CDC to determine cause of death of American couple. This is dated 4th of June 2019. Fiji's health minister rules out influenza of cause of US couple's death. Patients under observation in Fiji over mystery illness not allowed visitors. Although they were provided medical treatment as standard of care, the illness progressively worsened, and despite best efforts, they died within a few days of each other. Ministry of Health and Medicine Services. This is the 5th of June. A man has revealed that his daughter is one of the 2 nurses among the 5 patients, so they're actually nurses, just bear that in mind as well, under observation in Nadia Hospital over a mystery illness. The illness has been linked to the deaths of a United States couple, David James Paul and Jane Michelle Canalog Paul, who were holidaying in Nadia. The other 3 patients include a police officer and 2 security guards. The man, who spoke of the condition of anonymity because of the sensitivity of the issue, said they tried to visit her daughter in hospital, but they were told no visitors were allowed into the rooms. They watched her through the glass window from outside and she appeared to be getting better, he said. The man said they dropped off some home-cooked some food for her, and the medical professionals wearing masks took it in. He said he received information that her daughter would remain there for this week. He said the medical professionals at the hospital told him they would only release the 5 patients once they had been cleared by the doctors. We are not allowed to visit her. We can only see her from outside the window and give her home-cooked meals to the doctors to pass on to them. The doctors are seen wearing masks inside the rooms. He said the 2 nurses worked in the same medical clinic where Americans David James Paul, 38, an engineer with Lockheed Martin, and his wife Jane Michelle Canalog Paul, 35, were examined before their deaths. The United States Embassy in Suva said in a statement yesterday they had been closely working with the Fiji government, police and health officials in their investigation. The embassy had facilitated contact between the US Centers for Disease Control and Fiji's Ministry of Health to ascertain the cause of death and to ascertain any related measures. Now, from the little bit of research I've done into this, it would seem there's a high possibility that this virus is airborne. Also, like the hot zone, there is a high possibility that these 2 Americans contracted the disease in America, and it may have laid dormant for a couple of weeks before they flew over to Fiji, because you know what it's like. You go on holiday and you overdo yourself, you swimming and you exercise, you do more than you normally would do, and maybe that's when it took the toll on them. However, if this has been lying dormant for a couple of weeks, who have they come into contact in those couple of weeks in America? And if it still is dormant for a couple of weeks, who are the people that they've come into contact that have also contracted now come into contact with? Can you see how serious this is? Of course, for it to be this type of virus, it must have been mutated in a US viral weapons lab and released via the US government. You all know that I've been mentioning that they've been planning to depopulate the planet by 95%. What better way? We appreciate the efforts made thus far by the Fijian authorities and stand ready to provide further assistance if requested, an embassy statement said. At this point, we are not aware of any specific public health threats to the community. We will provide updates as appropriate. The Ministry of Health and Medical Services said in a statement they were investigating the deaths of a couple who arrived in Fiji on May 22nd. The couple presented with an illness while in the country on holiday in the Western Division, the ministry said. Although they were provided medical treatment as standard of care, their illness progressively worsened, and despite best efforts, they died within a few days of each other. At this stage, the ministry is conducting investigations into the possible cause and has also put in place necessary public health measures. The ministry said it was also working with the Fiji Police Force's Forensic Department, the World Health Organization, the United States Centre for Disease Control and Prevention on determining the cause of death. And this is a picture of the couple. So, as I said, the hot zone depicts almost identical this scenario, including it lying dormant for a couple of weeks before the effects kick in, and then within 48 hours you're dead. Be vigilant, be safe, keep your eyes out. This could be the start of a whole row of releasing dangerous viruses, false flags and everything, because they know it's almost over for them. And so when it gets to the point where it is just about over, they will do anything, including World War III, to prevent us being free. Stay safe.